Hi, I'm Mendez at DAOstar, the non-profit standards body for DAOs, and this is a technology demo for the DAOstar reputable integration, based on the DAO IP3, Attestations for DAOs standard. Before DAO IP3, DAOs didn't have a standard way of sharing reputation and contributions across multiple services, leading to many incompatible reputation scores and contribution tracking systems. In this project, we built an integration between some existing DAOstar-compatible services, including the Govrn platform, and ONTOCHAIN's reputable service. The resulting project makes it easier for DAOs to trust and use reputable, while allowing reputable data to be more easily accessed through the standard. We can here see the dashboard at govrn.app to submit a contribution. This should be completely integrated with the Explorer. So in this case, I'm going to submit a new contribution. I'm going to call it demoed the integration with the DAOstar Explorer. Submit this to the MetaGov DAO. Activity type, this is optional, but I'm just gonna select give product feedback, something like that. I could add details. Now I'm going to click add contribution. This is reported, so now what I need to do is select it and then mint it. I'm going to mint the contribution. My MetaMask should be about to pop up. Just waiting for the integration to go through. Here we are. So I'm going to confirm this. It should be minting as soon as this transaction goes through. Here we go, successfully minted. So now I'm going to change to the Explorer. Here we are. Click my profile, and it should be popping up pretty soon. So I'm just going to keep refreshing until it pops up. We can see here that it now showed up, and this is due to the DAO IP3 interface. Integration with Govrn, the Explorer, and Reputable. So we're going to be submitting a reputation rating for this address, which starts with 977 and ends in 114. We're going to head over to submit reputation here on the top right, and in this form, this will only show up for pre-approved addresses. We're going to paste our address, so 977 ending with 114. We can rate it from 0 to 5. I'm just going to rate it as 1. We can actually rate with any integer. So we're going to confirm the first transaction. It's going to take a little while. This is a matter of us needing to sync changes between the blockchain and the backend. So this is waiting for the first mint. Then we're going to sign a message, and afterwards we're going to mint this second transaction. The first one was to Reputable. The second one is on Govrn, so that we get a contribution for this rating that we're giving. And after a while, we're finally gonna sign the final message, and we're gonna get redirected here. So now the reputable score will change in a little bit as it gets minted. In the meantime, we can see that in my profile, as I click it, here it is. You can see that I get a contribution rating that same profile, 977 and 114. And as if we go to this profile here, we're going to refresh, and in a little bit the score will have changed. So now, as we can see, the aggregate reputation score increased to 16. This is a score that is maintained through the reputable smart contract infrastructure. We're just reading everything off of Govrn and reputable directly. So what we've essentially achieved right now is a way to quantify on-chain, not just what someone is doing individually as an individual contributor or collectively as part of a overarching DAO or Web3 organization. We've also started to lay out the foundations to quantify that impact. So we can think of this as an extension of what GitHub does for developers. GitHub develops an amazing profile where we can drill down on the type of work that someone's doing and assess their value as a developer. This isn't possible for most of knowledge work and most creative work because it's impossible to quantify and determine the individual interactions that happen, especially when they deal with abstract concepts. Code, since it's mostly a formal language, it is easier to quantify and understand the changes that happen over time. Although it's not trivial to understand the impact that those changes have. However, it is almost impossible to do that up until these types of systems started to come up. It was almost impossible to do so for abstract work with knowledge workers, with people who are just doing docs or marketing or making decisions. And platforms like this one that we've built and integrated, platforms like Govrn, platforms like infrastructure like Reputable, they're essential for this new economy of work that allows anyone to showcase the work that they're doing with evidence of that work actually being done, and furthermore being able to gauge the impact that those changes, those decisions, those small contributions have individually in an organization or towards a broader community, whether that's Web3 or not.